Bob and I decided on a Passport 545, so 54.5 feet in length, as a double-handed crew. And we also, from the word go, sailing together, whether it was just on a harbor sailor or Knox or in Grenada, we have one hard and fast rule, and that is if one member of the crew has a question or concern, we are all going to pay attention to them. I did this when we were making a southbound passage, where I just said, I really feel like we need to stop. I don't know exactly why, but I feel like we need to stop. And we did. And it was a hard decision to make. And it's a little bit like, you're going to grumble about it a little bit, but you have to pay attention, because the second person is not your number two. It's the other set of hands. It's the other set of attitude, and it's the other set of energy. I was set to take this boat today by myself, literally 1 mile across the harbor, and we're in calm conditions, boat's running great, all that stuff, into a yard because we're getting hauled out for bottom paint. And then Bob started getting a little bit nervous about it being just me, and I did the same. I grumbled a little bit, but I have somebody else who's joining me today, and that's a smart idea, because I have to drive the boat and I can't always communicate to who's on shore. I'm coming into a yard. There's a little bit of maneuverability there. There are obstructions that are in the water that are, some of them are on the chart and some of them are not, and I cannot see them from the helm. So another set of hands is a really great way to go, because you always have the opportunity to slow down, reassess, and make a better plan. You have no opportunity to go back and do it safer, better, or to not make the mistake of rushing through something. So that's how I picked up guest crew today. Guest crew is our diver, actually, Joey. He's a friend of ours. He's used to us and our shenanigans and how we operate. And without hesitation, when I said I need another set of hands, he was Johnny on the spot. So getting new paint, and we're doing it safely. So much fun! So much fun! Looks like I was fine! I was literally fine! And I got stuck to pick up Joey, and I'm awful at that, apparently. This is a crappy, like, James Bond boat, you know? Where you, like, step off and it's like... So Jack and I have a bonus day on board. We're here where we were going to be hauled out today until something kind of interesting happened. So we made the huge journey from the other side of the harbor, which is 1.8 nautical miles, and made it up to the travel lift, and it's right there. See? And there's the bow, so I'm pointed at it right like this. We were lined up and ready to get on, when all of a sudden they said, no, you have to stern in. You need to turn around and come in backwards. It is currently, and was at the time also, blowing about 18 to 20 knots, and it's coming directly from the back of the boat, blowing us towards the travel lift. So if I go from pointing like this to pointing like this in order to turn around and come in backwards, I am offering the entire side of the vessel to 18 to 20 knots of wind, which will push me right into that travel lift, because I am a sailboat and I get blown by the wind a lot, and I don't have all sorts of directional capability like a powerboat does. And so I said no. Yep, I said no. No, I won't be doing that. I will not be turning around. I will not be doing that. And they said, okay, then you have to wait for tomorrow.